All right, we are joined by Rhonda Durham this morning, giving us some travel tips, travel hacks. Today, we're actually going to be playing a game of true or false. I'm a little nervous.
It's an easy game.
Okay.
No trick questions.
Oh, well, good. That's always a plus. I feel like no matter what, it's a fun way to kind of learn some new things too, just in case you didn't know them already.
Exactly.
Okay, so shall we start with our first one? What do we have first? Drum roll.
I think we have them. If not, I could read them off. Okay.
There we go. True or false?
You need a passport to go on a cruise.
False.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
The pause made me nervous.
Now, I will say I always recommend you have a passport because you just never know. But if you are doing a closed loop cruise, which is leaving and coming back from the same U.S. port, you could also use a birth certificate, the long version that's government issued, and your driver's license.
Okay.
But you get in through the lines quicker, and then just the peace of mind of having a passport. So yes to the passport if you can.
Yeah, because we talked about this, I feel like not too long ago, about having a passport going on a cruise. Because let's say what happens if you get stuck, you miss, you know, the boat leaving, well, then what do you do?
Weird thing. I mean, you just never know. What if you slip and fall and you're stuck in the port and you need to get a flight back, and you know you need your passport for that, so you have to wait for the passport. So it's always nice to have, and it's just so convenient.
Yeah, just come prepared. That's a good way.
Yes.
Don't need it, but it's always nice to have. Okay, so our next true or false is going to be booking flights on Tuesday will always get you the best deal. I think this one is false.
It is, and you know, this is kind of a trick question because sometimes, a lot of the times, you can get the best price on Tuesday, but airfare is so dynamic, it is always changing. But Tuesday, they're kind of adjusting the rates from the weekend, so sometimes you can find cheaper rates, but it's not set in stone.
Not guaranteed.
Right.
Which I have heard this before, of like, oh, book on Tuesday, and there's another day too that I can't think of. People always say like, oh, it's supposed to be cheaper.
Everybody says Monday or Tuesday, and it just depends.
Okay, so just keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out, just check.
Never know what you'll find. All right, our next true or false is going to be rolling your clothes instead of folding saves luggage space. Ooh, you know what? This is a good one. Oh wait, this is jumping forward. Wait, can we go back? Yeah, I'm gonna go false.
True.
It's true. Rolling your clothes.
It is, and it's even better if you could put them in packing cubes and it's all neat and tidy. But
cubes.
I always fold mine. I don't know why, but if you roll them, it's supposed to help with wrinkles, and then it helps with space. So true.
I say that I roll mine now. I used to not. I guess it depends. If it's a longer trip, I'm gonna roll.
Right.
If it's just like a weekend where I just have a couple things, I'm just throwing it in there.
I'm kind of last minute on packing, which is not good. And then you're throwing things in there. But if I were to take time, I would roll them.
Yeah. Okay. And use the packing cubes. Interesting. Okay. Well, that might save you some space. All right. The next one is, we kind of already got a little hint on that one. If you're healthy, you don't need travel insurance. False.
You are correct.
Yay.
False. Travel insurance is also, it would have trip interruption benefits, there's cancellation benefits, medical benefits, so there's all kinds of benefits to travel insurance. And it's kind of like the first question, bringing your passport. You just never know, especially for traveling internationally.
That's true.
Always have some sort of travel insurance.
I was going to say, you can be healthy and then go on a trip and break your leg.
Exactly. We don't want that to happen.
I was going to say, hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know what's going to happen on a trip. Okay, so always good to have there, kind of like the passport, like you mentioned. And then our next true or false, it's okay to wait until the last minute to catch your flight. You know, I'm going to go false on this one.
You're so right. Definitely don't do that. I think we've talked about this before, the videos where people are getting to the airport like 5 minutes before they board, which is so silly because they change gates at the last minute, and there's so many things that could happen.
That's true. I do see people doing that. What do they call it?
The airplane theory?
Yes, that's what it is, and they'll do that. I see that on TikTok all the time.
That would make me too nervous there.
I can't.
I have to get there early. Even if I'm waiting, that's fine. I'm there.
Yeah, on the off chance that the TSA line is 5 hours long,
I'm
not going to risk it. I just can't. I've missed a flight before, and it's not fun.
It's not. No, never.
And it's not cheap either, usually. Okay, our next one is going to be you need a real ID for domestic flights. This, I know, is true.
You're totally right.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, as of May, you have to have the real ID, which is the star in the top right corner to get on the domestic flight. Now, a passport is also a real ID, so if you have a passport, you could use that, but yes.
You know what is not? Is your Costco membership card. Have you heard this?
What is this? I've heard a little bit about it. So somebody thought they could get on with the Costco card?
There's some kind of rumor going around that like your Costco, your Sam's card, any kind of club membership card is like a form of ID that you can use and take to TSA to get on.
That's false.
Big time. Your Costco or Sam's card can get you a lot,
but
not on a flight.
But not a flight.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So real ID, whether it's your driver's license or a passport,
not Costco.
You're going to be your best bet. So, all right, our last one. National parks are only crowded in the summer. Oh, this is going to be false.
Right, totally. A lot of people go in the fall to see the leaves changing and just the scenery there. It's sometimes a little less crowded because everybody goes in the summer when kids are off and stuff. But and the fall is also a busy time. In the spring too, it's pretty. A lot of those parks.
Well, there's plenty of national parks to choose from, so you can always message Rhonda if you're interested. She'll help you with all your travel plans. See the email right there and kind of get you set up to make your travel a lot easier. She's obviously got a lot of good information and a lot of knowledge beyond that as well on good places to go. So
right.
All right, well, I like that. That was fun.
Yes, I'll have to come up with some more games.
I guess I got one wrong. I was close to 100. We'll take it.